Okay, so I wasn't going to make a video about this, especially because I have several other videos that need to be put out before this one. This one might come out late, I don't know. But Dream, this guy, put out an EP recently, and now he's going on tour. He's going on tour. I want to preface this as this is going to be as lighthearted and insightful as I can make it. I'm a music major. That's what I do. I make music. That's why I have a piano here. I might make a few jokes. It's fine. But Dream, the Minecraft streamer, Dream SMP, all of that. It's no secret that he's been like trying his hand in music for the last 3 years. That's what The Mask is. That's what the point of The Mask is. But recently he made an EP called To Whoever Wants to Hear. I'm gonna listen to it very quickly just to get a feel for it.
Time keeps passing, don't let it pass you. Slow down, all the winter season, snow falls down.
Okay, right off the bat, Yung Gravy is on this EP. Oh shit, Yung Gravy. Yo, hide your moms.
Hey.
No, so Slow Down. I like the chorus. The chorus is nice. I'm a slut for like winter season bars. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna listen to it religiously. It sounds like the entire EP just sounds like a generic indie pop project. I agree with a little bit of what Anthony Fantano said.
Because while the lyrics on these tracks, many of them read like they're coming from a personal place, the music feels like anything but. From the Owl City-ass break beats and pillowy Porter Robinson synths on Slow Down, to the formulaic acoustic ballad and EDM fusion on the track Kind of Love, which we've heard a million times by now. Just nothing on this EP sounds specific to Dream. It's more like a copy of a copy of a copy, a watered down version of a watered down version.
But for somebody who's only done, That's What The Mask Is, that's what the point of The Mask is, and whatever Road Trip was, this is okay. Like, this is a good first thing, but it could be better, which is why I am anticipating that this video works. This EP, hearing this EP, and knowing what I've seen in clips and tweets and TikToks, I'm not surprised. This EP, like seeing his performance and what we got out of it, you got what you paid for. You got the performance in this. Let me tell you what I mean by that. He needs to work on his stage presence a little bit, but I've done performance for the last 6 years. I've done studio work, I've done performance work, I've done sound, I've done on-stage stuff, that just sounds like I do. For somebody who starts their performance with a mask on, it's still a little weak. It could be better though. It's like Boy With Uke, Sleep Token, Slipknot.
Put your fucking hands together just like this. Oh my fucking God,
man. Even 21 Pilots, to a degree, having a mask on stage is like an insanely endearing aspect to your show, because people are like, oh, why do you wear a mask? That's pretty interesting. I'm gonna see what you're all about. Having a mask on where they can't see your face or you can't show your emotions, it is up to you and the rest of your physical body to create high energy moments and to have charisma. Rizz up the crowd. Don't rizz up the crowd, Dream. I'm sorry. Have some more interactions with the crowd, But it's also indicative of timing. There are points in Dream's show where he does interact a little bit. He'll do some call and responses stuff. He'll kind of like let the crowd sing, but it's very out of time and it's very weird and forced and quick. Like during the song he did with Alec Benjamin, Change My Clothes, there is like a point in the chorus where he's singing over Alec Benjamin's parts, and like in between the chorus he'll just be like da 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 da, and it's so weird, and he's like very quickly like pulling the mic away. It's like he's teasing the audience with whatever it is he's trying to do. But like, I don't feel like any point in that song that kind of fits. Maybe during like the chorus where he's like lying in bed till the afternoon, where he lets the crowd sing that part, and then the chorus starts over, and it's like rinse and repeat, man. That's what you got to do with that song if you're gonna do it with that song. Crowd interaction cannot be forced. It just needs to be natural. If you read the energy of an entire audience who is there just to see you because you're Dream, chances are they're not going to care as much. They're just gonna be like, oh my god, it's Dream and he's reaching out to me, I can touch him. It's not gonna be like, I'm here for the music, I want to sing this with my friends, this is also Dream. But even in that case, it still needs to be natural and it needs to flow. I'll use 21 Pilots again as an example. If you listen to Holding On To You when they play it live, there's a lot of points in the song where they have very high energy and they are very good at controlling the audience.
You should take my life, you should take my soul. Are we feeling? Loosen up, come on. Lean with it, rock with it, when we gonna stop with it. Lyrics that mean nothing, we were gifted with that. Is it time to move our feet? Some introspective beat, it ain't the speakers ever hot. It's ours to make a lean with it, rock with it.
You have to control them and get them on your side, but also kind of keep that vibe, you know? Just be like, okay, everybody's here to have a good time. Let's make this fun time even more fun. But then there's like a part in Dream's show where there's like beach balls and he like only throws one. Like there's like 7 other on the ground. I'm like, dude, just throw those out. And then a few seconds before that, he's like it's in the same like 10 seconds. There's a huge section where like the drums pick up and the music is lively and it's getting like high energy and you're like, oh shit, Dream looks like he's about to go crazy. He's gonna start jumping and going crazy. And then he just kind of sits there and stands there like, oh, okay. Oh, now he's doing Snow Angels? And this part I'm being a little nitpicky because I'm a jazz student and this just bothers me. The drummer is playing a sick solo, like going absolutely fucking crazy. The screen even says epic drum solo on it. Also ignore that. But then Dream in the middle of the solo says, "Get up for Al, the go drummer." Ah, dude, okay. The reason why this infuriates me is because if you are going to give credit to somebody who's playing a solo, you either do it before or after, not during the solo. That's why it's called a solo. Also, the screen says epic drum solo. They know what's going on. They can hear it with their ears. And also they can see it. The drum solo part, like with it being on the screen, that's cool. I like that. Like, a lot of artists do that shit. But like, don't interrupt his solo. That's just a me thing, I'm sorry. But the next thing is the vocals don't seem very confident and the production is not very good. Not just in the EP. I think the EP is very well produced, but the live, it's not great. I think they just got the tracks and not the stems, but I'm not sure. But his vocals seem like he's shy or he's like not fully confident or invested in his performance. In some clips as well, the music drowns out the vocals, but it's still very obvious. And it's still very obvious when that happens that there is very little energy, even processing for that matter. I would also recommend getting an in-ear system. I can't tell in any of the clips that I saw if he's wearing in-ears because his hair does what mine does. It just covers his ears. So I don't know, and I didn't see any wires or anything. Maybe it's like through the back of his shirt or something. That's what I always did. In-ears will definitely help you with hearing your voice, hearing the music, keeping in time. You'll get a click track. It's very good for especially starting out. I don't know if he's like too shy or uninterested or he just fully isn't confident yet in finding his footing on stage or being in front of a live crowd because he is coming from the streaming sphere, or he's just having trouble hearing himself and needs to look into some vocal processing, some in-ear systems, maybe both. I don't know. But there are even times where he'll try to lip sync over like tracked vocals, or like sometimes he'll sing vocals that aren't even his, like in Change My Clothes. I'm using that for an example again. And even then he's getting the timing wrong. Like he sings Alec Benjamin's parts and gets the timing wrong. And it just looks unnatural and just very weird to go from your natural voice to lip syncing to a heavily processed track within seconds and be offbeat when you do it, especially when they aren't even your vocals. My final thoughts about this, my my final words. I've talked a lot of shit about our boy Dream in this video. There is definitely a lot he needs to work on. Like, this is his first tour, his first EP, so it's kind of expected. But there are some things that he did right. Like, in the start of the show, there were times where he was jumping around, like, having high energy, but throughout the show, he starts kind of losing it. And he kind of loses the crowd. You need to be able to control the crowd at all times, and it needs to be high energy from start to finish. Even some of his vocals, like, scattered throughout the show are really well, but it's also, again, you need to bring that the whole time. The crowd does seem into it for the majority of the show, but I do think that's in part to it being Dream. But being said that it needs to be full energy the whole time, you can have slowdown periods. You can have an acoustic version of one of your songs. Maybe tease a release of an acoustic version of one of your tracks. Maybe bring out a streamer to have a bit on stage, and then that'll give people to like have a breather, just kind of relax, have a laugh, and then he's like, okay, get out of here, whoever you are. This is my show, whatever, get back to the music. And then it's right back to it. It will help with the show's momentum. It'll have like a nice breathe period and like give a break. It can have like security or house staff bring out water for the crowd, you know, whatever. Just check on them, be like, hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey! Everybody still doing all right out there?
Make sure everything's going well. It's very good for the crowd and for yourself to give yourself a breather and to like make sure your voice is still good, make sure everything's going well. It's a thing all artists really need. But yeah, so maybe some inner tracks, maybe some vocal processing, maybe some more things to do with your show, maybe just fixing your stage presence. I wasn't gonna make a video about this, I really wasn't. I do have like multiple other videos that I'm working on that aren't completely finished. They're almost there, but I'm still working on them, but I don't know. I wanted to make this video as lighthearted as possible. Please don't like come for me. I don't have like any ill will towards like anybody involved. With the show or the EP or the production process. It's just me giving my honest opinion and my thoughts. And this is just coming from somebody who knows a lot about music and enjoys talking about this stuff. So I don't mean any ill will or ill wishes. I wish everybody involved with the project success. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys eventually.